Everyone, Ammo here from more Roguelands. It's working on the main storyline guides, getting those out. But they're kind of hard. The mega bosses you have to fight at the end are pretty tricky. And I had a character very strong who, maybe then wasn't quite strong enough. He's probably strong enough, I just wasn't good enough through the boss fight. Didn't make it, so now I'm working building our guy to finish those off. But anyway, for now, let's take a look at the jungle. Continue taking a look at the levels one by one. We've already looked at the canyon. The jungle. The jungle, I avoid the jungle. It's not really much reason to go to the jungle for the most part. One thing I do like about it, there's a big difference between the challenge level jungle and the normal jungle. So go to the normal jungle, I have a relatively low character, level 12, not that crazy of equipment on. And he should be just fine. And he's even faced with damage, all sorts of, like, not that great. So enemies, rhino bugs, they're not scary, they just walk towards you. These fat guys, they're also not very scary, they float towards you very slowly. You hit them, they do drop out. The little friend has a ranged attack, you see. Rhino bug, come on. There you go. They have a little charge. They have a little animation, they have a tiny charge. That's why they're called rhino bugs. The charge takes a while, it has a huge tail graph. They're always pretty slow, and don't even trigger it unless you're very close. Now, big thing about jungle are these vines. Shoots out these spores, which aren't actually poison. They do not poison you. They do a little bit of damage, but they're not actually poison. And triggering these a lot is how you summon the boss. Which, it takes a while to trigger them, so you should be fine to go through level without worrying about the boss to the end. Unless you're like, you have to hit them a lot to get the boss to trigger. The boss can be a little tricky if you're melee, at least. Well, everything else in this level is pretty weak. Let's work on, okay, kill you two. These flying guys, a little bit faster, smaller ones, and they shoot. They telegraph the shot and it doesn't go that fast. So even if you're melee, easy to get in there and just kill them. Run through there. Like I said, not much going on in the jungle. You get spicy seeds, herbs, planet stone, not really anything special or rare that you're going to need. Take you guys all out. That is pretty much it for the non-challenge jungle. Let's get the boss in here. All you gotta do is summon the boss. Hit these vines a lot, and like I said, you have to hit them a lot. Normally, when you run through just clearing the level, you won't actually summon them because you have to hit these vines a considerable number of times. Do be aware of it though. Can't happen. All right, high mine's coming in. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. He always comes from above. He always spawns at the top. He comes down at you. He shoots, non-challenge mode, shoots less bullets, they're not that fast, and then he moves towards you. So moves, come on, normally he shoots at some point in this. Am I too close to him? I think I was too close to him. So moves and shoots and moves. If you touch him, he does poison you. That's a huge thing to, like, watch out for, so try not to touch him. That's one reason that makes this boss really dangerous for melee, because he only poisons you if he touches you. See, we got hit by that attack and didn't actually poison us by his ranged attack. But he does poison you if he touches you, and poison in this game is... damage over time in this game is really, really dangerous. So, range-wise... Ow, I actually bounced into him. That was really bad. let's take the larger healing potion. Range-wise, you just shoot him. You just back off and you just shoot him and he'll die. There you go. Not that big of a deal. Same thing if you have obviously dexterity or magic weapon. If you're melee, though, I would recommend being a little stronger than you would expect to be to take him on, because you saw how much almost... come on. Almost died to poison, just from that. So if you're doing if you're going through as a melee character, be very careful about the boss and really consider, like, do I want to fight this guy? Because he has a large hitbox, kind of a weird shape, because he has that, like, starfish shape going on. He moves a lot, he only briefly stops before he initiates another attack, either shooting you or moving. The shots aren't that bad, but if you're close to him, he's probably going to move towards you, as you can see. And if he touches you, poison is a real hazard. And if you're low level, that could easily kill you. So just heads up, hit him, just smack him with your sword. If he does touch you and poison you, back off, because that poison stacks up a lot. You're super dead. Versus stacking up a little, you can, like, heal through it and try to survive. Versus if he hits you a couple times, your health gets really low and they have tons of poison, it just wipes you out. So be very careful doing melee. Wait for him to stop moving. Try to bounce in, hit the tip of one of his arms, and then just dodge back out, because you do not want to touch him. You have to be patient with that boss. Melee. And now I'll show you the challenge level version of this map, which is actually pretty different. Alright, in challenge mode jungle, like the other challenge mode levels, it's very similar. There's a lot of similarity going on between the creatures, how they behave. Normally mostly they're just tougher. But in the jungle in particular, you'll find the vines have a huge difference. So like the rhino bug, he's saying he's gonna try to charge me. He even charged the wrong way. These guys, the shooty guys, a little bit faster. Projectiles are faster. They're pretty easy to dodge. The rhino bug's pretty easy. Oh, this guy is much stronger. He's a little over the level for this area. But for the boss and these vines, you'll see I don't want to take anyone else unprepared in here. So the vines, instead of shooting, instead of firing poison clouds, they fire enemies at you. These little slivers. They can very easily overwhelm you and kill you. This guy's strong enough to take him out one hit, which helps, but they're kind of tough. You're not particularly strong. You probably should have hit me there. So if you're, the danger of the slivers is, I'm just like, oh, these guys, same thing. Like, they're not that different. They're a little bit faster, a little bit tougher. They still pop into the little guys that try to shoot you. The danger here is like, oh, okay, I'm just going to run through the jungle. I don't need to be here. Let's just run through. Like, oh, I'm going this way. I hit a bunch of these. Oh, hey, there's Gromwell. Oh, sorry, Gromwell. You can talk to me. You're still just NPC. That's him. His name's Gromwell. It's a flamethrower. So I'm looking for the exit. Yada yada. Run through. Let's go back through this way. You know, obviously, the exit, by the way, is always top right. So you always want to go up and to the right to find the exit. I'm running around. Man, where's my exit? I can't find it. It's weird. It's weird how far away this thing is. And we spawned the hive mine. So we spawned the hive mine, hitting all these vines. And then also, any second now, get out of my way. There's a huge army of slivers after us. Which, like I said, if we weren't strong enough to kill these in one hit, like, that could be a huge problem, couldn't it? It still almost hit me. It's a good way to, you know, get a little bit of experience and money there, but that still could be a real big problem if you're not prepared for it. They don't do a ton of damage, but they do. I mean, they'll catch up to you. Alright, those guys, 12 damage. They have even more slivers. Little friends. Oh, it's 10 damage and poison. Gotta watch out for the poison. That's the main thing. You gotta be careful of the jungle. It's a lot of poison. I didn't actually want the boss to spawn yet, because I'm still showing off these guys. Oh no, the mini boss. Oh no, the mini boss and the real boss is here. Oh no, I've gotten in over my head. Bail out, bail out, bail out, bail out, bail out. Alright, time to eat tons of these potions, because that was just a cluster. That's what I get for messing around trying to do the guide video. Alright, as you can see there was the mini boss. We also had the real boss. Did I kill him too? Yeah, I think I killed him with our Mega Slash. Mega Slash, really high level ability. But you see, I have so much poison. I'm taking, what, 3 poison a tick? And I have 144 ticks to go through. That is how dangerous poison is. Burning, a similar idea. Super dangerous. It just does even more damage. I have lots of potions, though, and we even have that going on. I'll just chug through there. Let's try to show that again. But you got the idea. The slivers. That's the reason why that went wrong. You got the idea of how easily the slivers can swarm you and overwhelm you if you're not either know you can handle it. If you don't either know you can handle it, or if you aren't prepared, they can usually take you down. Or like just a situation like that. Maybe I was trying to go do something. The boss appeared, cut me off. I have to zig when I wanted to zag, and then all of a sudden I'm totally surrounded and in a panicky mode. So I ran into the mini boss. You don't run into that mini boss very often. he's kind of a harder sight. Let's see if we can find him again, or at least do the boss again. Regular boss. I don't care about any of this right now. Pretty sure everything he has needs upgraded. If you're getting poisoned, unless you don't have like a anti-burn, anti-freeze. Is there an antidote? I don't think it's anti-poison. I can't remember any anti-poisons off the top of my head. But if you're burning, you definitely want an anti-burn potion on. This is also why resist poison, resist burn, resist frost is all very good, because the status effects are really brutal. See, we're still like taking tons of damage to poison. It's insane. Although we got real boned there in the corner. If we weren't a strong, if we weren't an overly powerful character, we would have died. And we still were in a dangerous spot, despite being way over leveled for this scenario. Okay, poison's done. So let's see if we can do the show off the boss in a less crowded scenario there. But when we show off, it is really easy to get overwhelmed. You have to be careful. Rushing through a lot of levels is fine. Rushing through the jungle can be very, very dangerous. Yeah, what do you want, Lenny? What are you gonna tell me is wrong? Meteor Storm Pirates? Oh, Meteor Shower, that's annoying. Sliver? So they do weird circles, they move around kind of strangely. If we can't find a mini-boss. Can't find the mini-boss again. I don't really want to hunt down the mini-boss. He's really dangerous, does some of his attacks while we're stuck in that horrible menagerie. He shoots a lot, lots of poison. He also poisons, like, everything in the jungle poisons, pretty much. Everything dangerous in the jungle poisons. And that's the bane. It's kind of the dangerous part of the jungle. It's all the poison that you get. It's the main thing once you take away from the jungle. It's scary. There's lots of poison. That's up. There's our hive mind. Like the normal hive mind. Like the non-challenge mode hive mind. He's real dangerous in melee. Did I get poisoned by the meteor? Or did I get shot by the bullet without realizing? I must have been shot by the bullet without realizing. I'm already super poisoned. Haven't even seen the guy yet. And he poisons you on contact too. So unless the meteor poisons me, which seems unlikely. But it goes in, stops, shoots as he's moving in, hit his tip of his arm, and then get out of there. He's gonna do it again. Hit the tip of his arm, try to stay on the edge of him. If you get him like this, or you keep hitting him as he's moving towards you, that's pretty much the ideal situation. There you go, just like that. And keep kiting him around like that. Obviously, we killed him kind of fast. This character's stronger than he needs to be for this area. But just careful. You have to be careful. If he touches you, you're poisoned. Definitely want to keep him. That's why I want to hit the tip of his arms. So stay away as far as you can. If you try to get in there to like hit his entire hitbox of your swing and feel all cool, he's probably just going to hit you and they have to deal a lot of poison plus his base damage. I don't think we're going to find that mini-boss. And I'll give it a couple more runs, see if I find that mini-boss. So we can show him off too. It's pretty rude. And this is what I mean, like the sliver. I'm just trying to get out of here, and I'm already getting swarmed by slivers. But I'll try to find that mini-boss and see if we can cover him as well. Alright, we found our boss again. He does that. Okay, let's cut out these slivers, because I was just sprinting through trying to find him, obviously. That didn't take too long. He does that long attack. And, oh, come on, hit me with it. Does that. Does a bit of damage, does not poison. If you let him touch me, get out of your slivers. Heal up. Taking a lot of intentional damage, trying to show this stuff off. Except for that sliver. You see what I mean by the slivers? I'm just trying to do stuff and the slivers are all over me. Alright, touch me. Not you, sliver. And now with the range attacks. With your face. Touch me with your face. Alright. He actually does not poison. I swear he poisoned, but luckily the mini-boss is not poisoned. I forget what his name is. He's not as bad as some of the mini-bosses. He does that purple attack and moves toward it. And the purple attack is kind of staggered. It's not that fast. It's kind of long. If you keep him mobility, probably the hardest part of this fight would be while you're dodging him, dealing with all the slivers, which is just such a big part of the challenge level jungle. Right? That's probably not the way you want to fight him, jumping right into him, but stay a little in front of him, hit him, back off when he does his attack, and that's all it's going to take. He's awfully tough though. Like a lot of the mini bosses, the mini boss is like on par or tougher than the quote unquote real boss. So let's wrap this up. I want to kill. Let's get to the end here and like just destroy the hive mind and a bunch of slivers with them. Why not? We'll do that for fun on the way out before we wrap this up. Yeah. Come on, Saitama. Bunch of slivers. Turn on Mega Slash. Let that clean up for us. There's a lot of poison bullets coming our way. Grab these guys beautifully. Hive mind, come on. Try and get out of here. Far away. See, the problem is being far away when you're melee. Trying to get him close enough. So that just does his charging. So. And he's dead. And he still poisoned us. What a jerk. Alright, let's wrap this up. Okay, now that poison's finally over. That's the jungle. Normal jungle. Not too crazy. Except for the hive mind can be a bit tricky. Especially melee. Dodging his bullets is not big of a deal. You have to get him get your movement correct. Just stay on the edge, keep getting him to charge you and hit him on the arms to kill him in melee. Be careful of him touching you because poison's a big deal. Poison continues to be an even bigger deal in the challenge level jungle. But be careful of the slivers, especially if you're maneuvering around, you run to the mini boss or the boss, you're maneuvering around, or you're trying to rush the level. Slivers can easily overwhelm you and cause big problems. And of course, watch out for poison. Maybe consider having, if you have mods, don't know, resist poison's never a bad idea. There's probably, you don't need to for the jungle though, because you don't really need to go to the jungle for much. So it's actually not that big of a deal, but if you do choose to go through the jungle, you have to at some point, right? Just, you have to be careful of that poison, be aware. And there, yeah, I know how the jungle works. And the mini boss, he's pretty tough. If you can't handle the mini boss, run away from him. That's fine, because, like I said, like a lot of the mini bosses, he's as tough or tougher than the real boss. He's not that hard to fight, though, as you can see. He's kind of slow. He has his attacks really goofy. You hit him in the face a bunch. So that's our jungle level. I'll continue working on my trying to finish off the storyline guide videos, which I think will be much more significant and help out a lot more people. But I like going through and reviewing these, giving an overview of these levels. I have a handful more to go through. Eventually, we'll get to the arena and do all the bosses. That's probably way in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you next time.